Right now at noon, we are learning more information about the victim who was shot and killed in Madison earlier this week. We'll have the latest information. And the coronavirus task force will have new responsibilities as the Trump administration shifts its focus to opening the economy.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Hain. As town of Madison police continue their search for the person who shot and killed 48-year-old Antonio Shaw Monday night, they're releasing more information about what happened. Our Madeline O'Neill is live in the 2600 block of Badger Lane with the latest from this morning. Maddie?
Mark, this morning was the first time we were able to speak directly with police and ask questions since Monday night. So today, they're confirming that the victim, Shaw, was a caretaker at a type of group home on this block. Now, that home is located in the city of Madison, while police say Shaw was found lying by a vehicle across the street in the town. Now, Town of Madison Police Chief Scott Gregory says this area is receiving extra police patrol as per protocol today. While he wants the community to remain vigilant with a shooter not yet in custody, he says this shooting was targeted.
People in the group home are not being targeted by the suspect. So specific concerns for them by the department are really not there at this point.
Police are telling us today that Shaw has family both here in the town of Madison and the Chicago area. The chief is asking anyone who has had contact with Shaw in the days leading up to his homicide to get a hold of them, along with anyone who was in this area or has footage in the hours surrounding the shooting. Now, Chief Gregory isn't able to tell us if they've identified any persons of interest in this homicide yet, but again, they're looking for any help they can get to bring this shooter to justice. Anyone with information, no matter how small, can contact Madison area Crime Stoppers.
Madeline O'Neill on the city south side. Thank you, Maddie. Let's head to the Weather Center now, where meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warned forecast. Hi, Ads.
Good morning, Mark, or good afternoon, I should say. What a beautiful shot from our WIC-TV sky camera here on the west side of town. Blue skies overhead, just a few clouds trying to work their way into the area. Today should be much nicer than yesterday. We're already back to 60 degrees here in Madison, 61 in Janesville, close to 60 in Mineral Point and Platteville. Temperatures will climb another couple of degrees into the mid-60s later on today. Northwest winds, though, should stay relatively light. Coming up in a few minutes, we're still talking about that potential for frost in the upcoming forecast. You want to pay close attention. We do have an alert day in the forecast for that as well. I'll have all the details in just a few minutes.
We will see you then. Thank you, Hattie. We're still waiting to hear the decision from the Wisconsin State Supreme Court on the legality of the state's Safer at Home order. The state legislature filed the lawsuit weeks ago, arguing the secretary designee at the Department of Health Services exceeded her authority to extend the order. Yesterday, state justices heard both sides of the case. The legislature's attorney argued that an administrative agency should not be able to create this broad of an order, which he says exceeds even the governor's powers. DHS's lawyers said the law is written to allow DHS to do what it did. We'll have the latest on the decision when it comes down on our newscast and, as always, on channel3000.com. There are nearly 8,700 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Wisconsin. There are 8,698 confirmed cases and 353 deaths. Forest County is reporting its first case. Over 4,000 of those cases, or about 48%, have recovered. Yesterday's percentage of new tests that came back positive is down to 9% compared to 11% yesterday. A 14-day downward trend is needed in order for the government to reopen. Although the percentage of new positive cases has gone down, health officials said there is yet to be a downward trend for 14 consecutive days. Those numbers will be updated in the next 2 hours. DHS worked with the health professionals to set hospital metrics to be able to move into phase 1 of the Badger Bounce Back plan. The metrics set the following goals. 95% of hospitals can treat all patients without crisis care. 95% of all hospitals have arranged for testing for all symptomatic clinical staff treating patients at the hospital per CDC guidelines, and a downward trend of COVID-19 cases among healthcare workers calculated weekly. Right now, hospitals are seeing a downward trend of COVID-19 cases among healthcare workers. Across the country, coronavirus cases continue to increase, most notably in rural areas. More than 1.2 million people have now been officially diagnosed, and the death toll has surpassed 70,000. 43 states have now partially lifted restrictions, and protesters in other areas are also demanding to reopen. President Trump is pushing back on news reports that the White House coronavirus task force is winding down. He now says it will go on indefinitely, but he says it'll be changing. This comes as new models show opening up states will lead to more deaths from the virus. President Trump tweeted this morning the task force will continue to work on vaccines, while Vice President Pence adds it will also stockpile medical supplies to deal with reoccurrences of the virus. President Trump was asked about the shortage of supplies.
Don't forget, the cupboard was bare. The other administration, the last administration, left us nothing.
But Dr. Rick Bright, who led the government agency in charge of vaccines, says he raised alarms in January and was ignored. Bright filed a whistleblower complaint alleging that he told his superiors that the U.S. was woefully short on N95 masks and suggested putting together a disaster leadership group to address the pandemic. Dr. Bright is now scheduled to testify before the House Energy and Commerce Committee next Thursday to discuss his whistleblower complaint. America's largest automaker, General Motors, intends to reopen its U.S. and Canadian plants on May 18th. GM said it's working with government health officials and the unions on safety measures needed to reopen the plants later this month and operate them safely. Although auto plants have reopened in Asia and Europe, they have largely remained closed in North America. Meanwhile, GM also managed to turn a profit in the first 3 months of the year. Despite the pandemic, the company reported a net income of $294 million. And the NFL is currently planning for a full 2020 season, but it's also planning if it has to cancel games due to COVID-19. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell sent out a memo this week that outlined ticket refund policy. His memo calls for teams to give a full refund to any fans who paid for tickets to any game that may be canceled. By laying out the plan now, the league is making sure that the NFL fans can buy their tickets knowing they can get their money back. The MLB is doing this as well. The full 2020 NFL schedule will be released tomorrow. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon today. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
What's the first appetizer to disappear at practically any party? Any ideas? Once you hear what it is, you'll be thinking, oh, that's right, of course.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser has the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company. We know you're busy. Give us 80 minutes for 80 years to make a smart decision on your bath remodel.
Let us help you find the bath of your dreams. Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline. Remember, Ganser has the answer.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Ganser, that's the answer.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
Spring is in the air. The birds are back, the days are warmer, and spring blossoms blossoms are starting to pop. Beautiful, colorful, delicate flowers. This spring, let the outdoor living experts at the Bruce Company help you bring this season to life. Colorful plants, stylish garden art, and the latest trends in outdoor furniture. The Bruce Company has everything you need to start your spring off right. So what's your dream this spring? Find it at the Bruce Company on Parmenter Street in Middleton. Your outdoor living experts.
If you've ever been to a party where they're serving all sorts of appetizers, you may have noticed that no matter what else they're serving, it's usually the bite-sized hot dogs wrapped in pastry or swimming in a sweet and sour sauce that are the first to go. Let me show you a new way to make these that's always a hit. We start by cutting a good-sized hot dog into 2-inch pieces. I think using bigger dogs makes these taste so much better. We wrap each piece with a slice of bacon that we've cut in half and place it seam side down on a rimmed baking sheet. After all of them are wrapped, we sprinkle each one with a bit of brown sugar and into the oven they go. While they bake, I like to whip up a dipping sauce for them by blending a good amount of yellow mustard with some cherries, a bit of honey, and a little bit of cherry juice. If you want, you could even wrap the dogs ahead of time and bake them off right before you're ready to serve them. When you put these out with the dipping sauce, they'll be the first thing to disappear. Between the smokiness of the bacon, the juiciness of the hot dog, and the sweetness from the brown sugar, you can't miss. So here's what I suggest. Head over to our website and get the recipe for what we call Dogs and Hogs. You won't be disappointed. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a doggone good way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. A sunny start to your Wednesday, but we could see a freeze later this week. Meteorologist Hattie McClain has more in your forecast coming up.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
This is online learning. Today, it's more relevant than ever. This is you, a person looking for a lasting career. And this is Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, where you can earn a degree in nursing, healthcare, business, and IT, anywhere, anytime. Take an online course free and get comfortable with online learning. That makes a degree from Herzing University more relevant than ever. I'm possible at Herzing. Learn more today.
I grew up just up the road in Stevens Point. Wisconsin is a very special place for me, especially Madison. It's where I proposed to my wife. Now my whole family is ready to call the Madison area home. Southern Wisconsin is a vibrant, diverse community with great stories to tell. And I'm excited to be bringing them to you during my favorite time of day, morning.
Join Chris Stanford and the rest of the News 3 Now This Morning team, weekdays from 4:30 to 7. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 8 points. The NASDAQ up 96, and the S&P 500 is up a fraction. Farm Director Pam Yankee is here today with our Ag News. Hi, Pam.
Well, we're hoping for a few more details today from Wisconsin's Interim Ag Secretary Randy Romansky. He is petitioning the U.S. Department of Agriculture to relax some of the federal meat inspection rules. We are seeing this more and more. You know, we've got so many people that want to donate product to food banks, but that product has to stay within the state if it's only been inspected by a state-inspected plant. So if it's a federal plant, it can cover state lines, but if it's inspected on a state-only inspected plant, it's got to stay in the state. So Randy Romansky wants to ask for some relaxation on that. So product that we are processing here in Wisconsin in our state-inspected processing facilities can cross state lines to get to those places that need it, like food pantries and other donation sites. We'll keep you up to date on that. Also, you know, it's not just our farm families that are suffering with effects of the coronavirus. Also, the ripple effects felt in agribusiness and those service providers that are out there working with our Wisconsin farm families. Eric Wettenkamp is one of those. He's a livestock hauler. He works in that Ozaki, Kewaunee, Manitowoc County area. He said what you have to realize is he's seeing these farmers every day. He said the best you can do right now is try to have, you know, a quick 10-minute conversation, crack a joke, and hope that you made their day a little bit better. But Eric Wettenkamp says his business has been impacted. He said the volume of cattle that are moving is obviously down because there's no processing facilities that are open. And even those that are open, he may end up spending a lot of time waiting in line just to offload. He said it's really painful to see the farm families going through this kind of agony. And he said it's not just them, it's also agribusinesses that are suffering as well. Eric Wettenkamp, a livestock hauler from that Kewaunee, Ozaki, Manitowoc County area. So if you want more food news, I got it all, kids. Come on over, MidwestFarmReport.com, Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook or Twitter. That'll do it for this Wednesday Food Update. I'm Pam Yankee. Be safe.
You too, Pam. Thank you. Here's Hattie with your forecast. Great day out today.
It certainly is, and a big improvement over yesterday. Take a live look from the Edgewater Sky Cam. One thing I noticed that you can see some bugs in this camera shot, so definitely a sign of spring and warmer temperatures here in southern Wisconsin. Just a few clouds developing. We may see some more of those fair weather cumulus clouds pop up as we go towards the afternoon. Let's start with the important information, though. We have an alert day in the forecast for the potential for a hard freeze. This is Friday night into Saturday morning. Take a look at your overnight low temperatures over the next 10 days, and we have several nights where you may want to be concerned with those temperatures. Starting Thursday night all the way into the first part of next week, temperatures are forecast to be pretty close to that freezing point. Now, the one we're most concerned with, of course, is Saturday morning, Friday night into Saturday morning, when temperatures are forecast to get down into the 20s, which would mean a hard freeze here across southern Wisconsin. So any sensitive plants that you want to protect, you might have to consider that for the next several nights. As we head into next week, we start to see a pattern shift and temperatures begin to warm up once again. That 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, though, still looking pretty chilly across the Great Lakes all the way into New England. The warm air really locked up in the southern states right now as we head even into the middle of May. And this is why our jet stream right here is generally the boundary between the really warm air and the cooler air to the north. Anytime that jet stream is to the south of us, we are going to be a little bit cooler than normal. And as we put this map into motion, you can see another chunk of cold air moving in for the end of the week. So it is going to get colder as we head towards Friday. But going through next week, as we keep this map into motion, you'll start to see a ridge of high pressure develop in the west coast. That eventually translates into the middle section of the country by late next week. Here's Thursday late in the day, and you can see that pattern shift with the jet stream, allowing us to finally warm up. So if you're looking for warmer temperatures, they're in the forecast. You just have to be a little patient. We're waiting about a week. Here's a look at current temperatures this afternoon. Not bad. 50s widespread across the midsection of the country. We're actually 60 here in Madison. We'll take a closer look at southern Wisconsin, see where those temperatures stand at the lunch hour. In the Dells, you're now at 60. It's climbed to 64 in Camp Douglas, 62 in Lone Rock. Janesville, you're at 61 as well. Weather track showing you skies are still mostly clear across the region. Some cumulus clouds beginning to develop off to our south and west, and even now a few showers popping up. Can't rule out a few isolated showers, but that risk is relatively low in any one spot. Here's the probability of precipitation, running about a 10% risk to see any of those showers. So not likely that you're going to get wet today. Your future track forecast model, again, keying in on that slight chance for some rain showers. Look for a few more clouds as we head into the late afternoon weekend time frame. Temperatures topping out here in Madison right around 64 degrees. Skies will clear out and any risk for rain comes to an end this evening. Will be clear overnight. Temperatures won't be quite as chilly tomorrow morning. We should drop to around 40 degrees. But again, that's the last night that we really don't need to worry about frosty conditions. We're talking overnight lows in the 20s and 30s heading through the weekend into next week. Mark Friday's a chilly day with highs only in the upper 40s. We're at least back into the 50s this weekend, but there will be a chance for some showers on Mother's Day.
All right. Perfect timing.
Yeah, every year.
All right, Hattie, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is in her kitchen, and she has a steak recipe that's perfect for the grill. That's after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. This Mother's Day, give yourself or your mom the gift of a youthful, beautiful look. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags? And
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
Take action with the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. This Mother's Day, get up to 50% off the normal retail price. Plus, get free shipping. Visit Plexiderm.com or call the number on your screen.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council joins us from her kitchen once again. Welcome to you.
Hello, how are you guys?
We're doing great. Hope you are as well. We're talking steak today.
Yeah, so grilling season's here. It's May beef month. So I want to talk about grilling steaks. And I want to talk about like what to look for in the supermarket. So keep an open mind these days if you're headed out to your supermarket about what kind of steak you want to purchase, because you might be surprised. Some of our premium cuts are priced a little lower, and some of our not so premium cuts, like steaks that need to be marinated, might be priced a little higher. So we're in a non-traditional time right now, especially shopping for beef. But I want to talk about marinating, because I actually have a top round steak on the grill that I marinated. Top round steak needs to be marinated. It's not grill ready. 24 hours, to tenderize it. Flank steak needs to be marinated too, or a skirt steak needs to be marinated. But also the good thing about marinades is you can add flavor to even premium cuts. Look in the supermarkets too for these whole beef tenderloins that'll come like this, cryovac, ready to go. We have a cutting video on beeftips.com that shows how to take this tenderloin and cut it into fillets, cut the tail into little chunks for kebabs. Perfect for the grill. But then you can marinate your tender cuts too for 15 minutes up to 2 hours to add a little flavor. So this recipe I have today is called Grilled Southwestern Steak and Colorful Vegetables. So it's a tenderizing marinade because it starts with lime juice, our acidic ingredient to tenderize. And then salsa, so it's a little prepared salsa, some garlic, some cumin, 2 teaspoons of cumin to give it that great Mexican flavor, some cracked black pepper, and then a little bit of olive oil. So this marinade can be used on any steak cut. Since I have a top round here, I'm going to marinate it now and let it go 24 hours. You could do as short as 6 hours, so 6 hours up to overnight. I always like to do 24 hours just to be safe. So put that in the fridge, pull it out, grill it. I did this indoors on high in my little tabletop grill, but outside on my charcoal or my gas grill, I do medium, low. Use your meat thermometer. Top round, you want to keep medium rare. If you go past that, you might lose some of the tenderness from the marinade. So I did this one. I'm just going to let it rest. I let it rest on the grill, but at home, let it rest 5 minutes. Give it a slice. Now I went ahead and I grilled some veggies outside on my grill, and I've got mushrooms, green peppers, red peppers, zucchini, and then I added in a little tomato, some chopped tomato the last couple minutes, and then sprinkled it with cumin, so a little more of that flavor that's in the marinade, and a little salt and pepper. And then I'm just going to serve that with my top rounds. So very economical, simple recipe, perfect for the weekend, even a weeknight meal if you want to grill out during the week.
So you can keep an open mind when you head to the grocery store. There's plenty of meat out there, just might not be the exact cut you want.
Exactly. So purchase what you can find, what's on sale, whatever you see, and then go to beeftips.com and you can click and you can search by cut.
All right, just buy what you need. Angie, thank you. Stay well. Looks great. I wish I could have some.
Thank you. You too. I know. I hope to see you guys soon.
Yes, very soon. Thanks again. Hattie has one final check of your forecast.
And we have sunshine this afternoon. Not a bad afternoon shaping up at all. Skies are clear in Platteville this afternoon. Let's take a look at those temperatures once again. We are going to see highs climb into the mid-60s later on today. You'll notice a few more clouds popping up across southern Wisconsin. Can't rule out an isolated shower either. Taking a closer look at that chance for showers this weekend. Saturday looks dry. Clouds will roll in and rain starts to move into Wisconsin overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning. There could be some snowflakes flying in parts of the Northwoods with this particular storm. Looks like it's mostly going to be rain here for southern Wisconsin, and it will end later in the day on Sunday. That extended forecast has temperatures cooling down through the rest of the week.
All right, thank you, Hattie. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.